Hey,
Peace and love, Queen. How you doing today?
I'm blessed.
Where you at in the world?
Uh, Brevard County, Florida.
Brevard County. Broward? No.
No, Brevard, where the space shuttle goes off.
How close are you to Jacksonville versus Orlando?
Orlando, I'm an hour away.
Okay, I'm speaking in Orlando.
Shut up, when?
Yes. Saturday, August the 31st. Make
Oh
sure
my
you
gosh, you're gonna have to send it all to my DM so I can lock it down.
do this. Take my number and text me for the flyer. And once
Hold
I get
on
off
one
this
second,
live.
because I'm sort of naked.
Okay. Go ahead. Put the
Hold
clothes
on, let me get a
woman.
pen. All right, what's your number?
215
215
989
989
9858.
9858.
That's my cell. Text me on that, and I'm gonna send you the flyer.
I will.
I got Jacksonville Friday and Orlando Saturday, so I need you to help me get the word out.
Okay.
What's on your mind this morning, Queen?
Nothing. I'm blessed. It's Mother's Day weekend. I ain't got
Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Even though I care about birthdays more.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I heard that. Every day is Mother's Day.
Okay.
Every day is Mother's Day. Also, if you know of any people down there with radio shows, let me know, because I need to do a couple of interviews to promote the visit coming up in August.
I'll hit up my homeboy.
Yeah.
That he does a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, hit him up, and let him know we can do one. As soon as he's ready, we could do one now to get the word out, and we could do another one closer to the event in August. I might even be able to come in the studio. So, yeah.
You know, I love that brain of yours.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Tell me, what's the main two problems down in Florida for our people, would you say, based on your experience?
Oh, there is just, I'm mixed, and I'm still dealing with it.
Okay.
So bad down here. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Is it like up here? I'm in Philly, Pennsylvania, on the
You
East
got
Coast.
it way better. Like down here is way worse. Like just the hair, just it doesn't matter my eye color, it doesn't matter anything. I'm still going through it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So the racism is more overt, I guess.
It is so serious. Man, they just how they look at you.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, what about our people? How would you characterize us down there in Florida?
They don't want to help each other. They don't want to do like me. I'd rather spend in the community than somewhere else, but they ain't with it. Like they still doing all types of unnecessary stuff.
Okay.
You know, like they still not woke. They dead sleep.
Wow. You know, there was a school in Fort Lauderdale that I was looking at purchasing before we got to school in Delaware, but it was too small, and I think it was more of an elementary school, which was fine, but it was like a preschool, It was modern, but it was so small. But I would have loved to have been in Florida. I thank God for putting us in Delaware, because we're in a great situation. It's a strong, conscious community in Wilmington, Delaware, so we're going to be fine. But that Florida sun, boy, I love that Florida sun.
I just got out of it. I swear, I just got out of it.
Yeah,
when I came back.
When I first became a school psychologist, I was going to move to Florida because my grandmother was living there at the time. Rest in peace. She passed away. Yeah.
She watched.
They didn't pay their psychologists much money though. That's the only reason why I stayed in Philly.
Listen, I have so many friends with degrees, and they still doing all types of other stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just a piece of paper. It's all in who you know.
Exactly. So, Queen, I got a couple other folk tapping in. Send me that text.
I will.
I'm going to send you that flyer, and I want to see you in the house August the 31st.
All right.
All right, sweetheart. Be blessed.
Right,
be safe down there.
All right.
All right, babe. Be blessed. Peace and love, fam. It's the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson, King Kong Consciousness, just checking in, letting everybody know that I'm okay. I know y'all saw the little death threat. I don't know if it was phony. I don't know if it was real. But I take all those types of things seriously. This is the second one I've gotten this month. My safety was threatened when I was in Cleveland, backstage, waiting to come out on the stage. And this is probably the 12th death threat I've gotten over the last couple of years. So I'm just starting to pay more attention to it, especially what happened to our good brother Nipsey. You know, we're not going to panic. We're not going to get paranoid. We're just going to take the necessary precautions, you know what I mean, to be safe or whatnot. Hartford, Connecticut, the Prince of Pan-Africanism is coming to Hartford for the first time this coming Sunday. I want the entire Connecticut in the building. I'm hoping to see my Boston, Massachusetts family in the building. I'm looking for my New York family, my Jersey family. Hartford is the first time. Hoping everybody coming out show me love. My first timers are always memorable. I had a first timer in Dayton. I really enjoyed my first time in Dayton. That was very memorable. My first time in the Bronx was very memorable. So now Hartford, you up next, Connecticut, staying on up. It's going to be lovely. June 1st is the deadline. If you want to submit music for the shockumentary, June 1st is the deadline. If you want to submit music for the shockumentary, email it on in, DrUmarJohnson@yahoo.com. You must own the material. Do not send me music and you don't own it. It must be yours. You understand? It must be yours. I need the instrumental and I need the full song. Full song for the mixtape, instrumental for the documentary. If you want to be in the documentary and you live in DC, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, okay, then make sure you get at me. All right, we're going to start filming next month. Shockumentary, it's going down. Atlanta, I'm trying not to give up on Atlanta. Sunday, June 2nd, my good buddy Stan from high school, he's getting married on June 1st. And I'm trying to do a lecture in Atlanta June 2nd, but I'm not having no luck with the venues. I ain't gave up yet, Atlanta, but it's getting tough. If somebody got a spot in Atlanta we can use, make sure you get at the Prince. I ain't gave up yet, Atlanta, but it's getting a little tough. Make sure y'all continue to send y'all donations to the FDMG Academy. Use the Cash App, cash.me/$FDMG School, cash.me/$FDMG School. Seattle, Washington. Shout out to Seattle, Washington. I'm going to be out there. The good brother Andre put a program together. I'm going to be out there, and it's going to be powerful. We're going to be at Seattle City Hall. That's Wednesday, May the 29th, the last Wednesday in May. Last Wednesday in May, 5 until 9, Seattle, Washington, Pacific Northwest. Stand up. It's going to be strong. I need y'all to register for the National Independent Black Parent Association training. All my parents out there who be going through all that hell in the schools fighting for your children. All my black parents out there who be going through all that hell fighting for your children. Now you have a conference for you. Wilmington, Delaware, 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, June 8th and 9th. Get registered. Get registered. Come on out and learn the information. Love your kids enough to be prepared. Love your children enough to be prepared. I want to see all y'all in Wilmington, Delaware, June 8th and 9th. Go to my website right now, DrUmarJohnson.com, and register. Right now, register. Okay? Get that music in for the shockumentary. If you want to perform in the shockumentary, make sure you send me a video of you performing your song, your rap, your spoken word piece, or your poetry. This is not a game. This is going to be released in the theaters. This is not a game. Okay? This is real. Selma, Alabama, first time ever, Sunday, May the 26th. Selma, Alabama, first time ever, Sunday, May the 26th. And then Philadelphia, I'm coming home. It's a Prince of Pan-Africanism homecoming in Philadelphia on Sunday, June the 30th. Okay? Philly, I'm coming home June 30th. Tickets will be up on the website in 1 minute. Cash App is $FDMG School. Cash App is $FDMG School. If you want to make a personal donation to Dr. Umar Johnson, help the brother out with his travels and his other work that's not related to FDMG, that's $Dr. Umar Johnson. Donations to the school, which are always first, is $FDMG School. Donations to the Prince of Pan-Africanism using the Cash App is Dr. Umar Johnson. Savannah, Georgia, I need a place. I'm trying to do a lecture in Georgia Sunday, June the 2nd. I don't care where it's at. I don't care if it's in Macon. I don't care if it's in Savannah. I don't care where it's at. College Park, I don't care where it's at. But I need Asasia. What's up, Queen? Shout out to Sister Asasia. I think she's from Hartford. You from Hartford, right, Asasia? I think you from Hartford. So I need you to help get the word out in Hartford. Peace and love to the Queen. Who tapping in? I'm gonna go live. I'm working on my book, trying to finish up this Black Parent Advocate in time for the Philly. Let's see who tapping in.
Hi.
Peace and love, beautiful. How you doing today?
Hi, good morning.
Where you
I've
where
been
you at in the
watching you
world,
for a
gorgeous?
while. California.
Which part?
Los Angeles, California.
Los Angeles?
Yes.
Okay, I'm working on a California Kwanzaa this year. I think I'm gonna do
California.
Kwanzaa and I've never been in California during Kwanzaa. So I think I'm gonna do a California Kwanzaa. I'm gonna do San Diego, Los Angeles,
Nice.
Oakland or San Fran, one or the other, and Sacramento. So I'm gonna do the first day of Kwanzaa, third day of Kwanzaa, fifth day of Kwanzaa, seventh day of Kwanzaa. I'm having trouble with the venues in Oakland and Sacramento. I'm having trouble finding venues in Oakland and Sacramento.
Why is that? Is it because of the summer coming up and everything being planned, elsewhere, different events? Why are you having so much trouble?
Because we can't find the right place. Like it's either too small or it's too large.
Oh, okay.
Even in LA, if you got any ideas for me in LA, let me know. We do got one church, but I wouldn't mind having a backup for LA. Something that can seat about
I'm looking
500-600.
crazy.
Yeah.
Trying to get comfortable. I'm looking crazy.
No doubt. What's on your mind this morning, Queen?
Oh, I have so many questions. I've been trying to contact you forever, but
wait, I'm gonna stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. I want to know what y'all mean when y'all say y'all been trying to contact me. And the reason I'm asking that is my phone number is public, my email is public. Now I will say this, I don't really check Instagram direct messages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if somebody messaged me DM on Instagram or Facebook, I don't really check those. But if you email me directly or text me directly, I try to respond to every email, and I definitely respond to every text. So when y'all say y'all trying to get me, I don't know. I'm a little confused.
Changed because I remember listening to a lot of your posts and your lives, and you give out these numbers, but I try to call these numbers and they never work.
But
they never work. I don't know if it's only been one number.
You must got the wrong number. Because
the wrong number.
My 215 number, I
just got that from you. Just
and the
gave
other
it
number is my 844, the 8444 Dr. Umar. But they both ring to my phone. So if you do 8444 Dr. Umar, or if you do the 215-989-9858, they both come to the phone I'm on right now. The only
always
difference
ringing.
is
no one ever picks up. Always ringing.
Do you leave a message?
I do. I have many messages because I was dealing with a lot of. No, I never gotten a response back because I was dealing with a lot with my son. I have a child on the spectrum. My son Gavin, he's 11.
Okay.
High functioning, brilliant. Oh my God,
well,
he's so smart.
Brilliant, that means he don't need special ed.
Oh, he's not in special ed.
Okay, good.
He's in general ed. I fight for my kids. I don't just let them tell me anything. But now I have another issue, and he was diagnosed when he was 3, and I've been dealing with that ever since. But I have another issue. I just found out my daughter might be ADHD.
Nah, ADHD don't exist.
I know you said that.
How old is she? How old is she?
She just turned 8, and my daughter is having a hard time focusing and just.
But why is she having a hard time focusing though? Is it because we're not giving her enough repetition of discipline? And what I mean by that, I don't mean punishment. I mean in terms of making her sit down and focus. Because she has to get in that habit of focusing. Now, is she
Definitely.
hyper or is she just not attentive?
She's not attentive.
Right, she's not attentive.
And she has the hyper spells where she would want to jump and flip off the couches and stuff like that in the house. But I put her in gymnastics, something to kind of get her, you know, energy going for her to get that out of her system. Matter of fact, we have gymnastics in a couple.
How's she doing academically?
She's this school year,
yes,
finishing out, not so good anymore. Both of my kids are on honor roll. Both of my kids are on honor roll. Always been on honor roll, but this year she's been falling behind because the teachers and the service providers are telling me, oh, she sits there and she kind of wanders or look around when it's time for instructional parts of, you know, class, and she doesn't finish her work. And I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it because I go to the school and I sit with them at least twice a month, every other week. I am very involved. Anyone that knows me, I'm very involved with my kids' education and just their emotional stability and mental stability.
So then my question becomes, for the teacher, my question becomes, what are the consequences in the class? And for you as the mom, my question becomes, what are the consequences at home? Because if she's not getting the work done, the only way we're going to motivate her out of that behavior, the only way you change behavior is with consequences and rewards. All of human behavior, yours, mine's, every living organism, the trees, the plants, the goldfish, everything that's alive functions on a system of consequences and rewards. So if there's no consequences for that misbehavior, it's going to continue. And if there's no rewards for the positive behavior, it will not grow. So what are you doing at home when she doesn't have a good day at school, or if she doesn't do well on the test? There must be an immediate consequence that day, something that she feels. I'm not talking about physical spanking, because I believe you should use the physical ones. Right.
I
but
definitely refrain from that.
Maybe there's no gymnastics that day. Maybe it's early bed that day. Something she loves, you have to take away from her that day. She must get the consequence the same day, which could even be your attention. It might even be your attention. It might be her brother's attention, because sometimes it's the simple things that we overlook that actually provide the children with the positive rewards. Like some parents will say, I took everything from my child. They're still misbehaving. That means you took everything except the right thing. You took it.
I can't figure it out yet.
Is it how many? You just have the 2 children?
Just 2. I only have 2 babies.
Is it the mommy-daughter relationship so tight that you can't really punish her, because you may give her a consequence, but you kind of undermine your own consequence because she still gets that attention and that nurture from you on a daily basis. Like, you have to declare war on your soft side. And with moms, it's very difficult for y'all to declare war on your soft side.
It's a lot of
brother. It could be her brother. That her and her brother.
It's a lot of that. It's a bit of everything you just said, because I feel, and she also has a speech impediment. So I feel like I need to engage with her as much as I can so that she can express how she feels, because that's where she falls short, where she does not want to talk and she goes into herself. And I'm like, no, I can't have her do that. I want to pull her back out. I want to, Chloe, come talk to me. Come talk to me. Tell me your day. And she's like, I don't want to, mommy. It's a lot of, no, nothing. I don't want to, you know, and it's hard. It's hard to take away things from her. I do. I take away her devices. They only get an hour a day. Mm-hmm. I take away the devices. Okay. And she doesn't get that. And then she cries. And I'm like,
but if she sees you suffering while you're giving her a consequence, it won't change her behavior, because she can tell it's bothering you as much, if not more, than it's bothering her. The worst thing you can do is let her know that it hurts you to discipline her. Honestly, I think she's running your show. I can see it in your face. You're soft. You are soft. Look at you laughing.
I'm not.
Yes, you are soft.
Oh my
yes,
God.
It's all in your face. It is all in your face. Listen,
my baby.
Listen, but remember why you're doing the discipline. Always, when parents get...
I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this.
No, you got to hear this. When parents feel guilty about disciplining the kids, I always remind y'all why you're doing this. The reason you're disciplining is because you love your child so much that you
Most
want to make
definitely.
sure she doesn't make these mistakes out in the white man's world,
Oh my
because
God,
there
yes.
are no second chances. That's why you're doing. If you don't do this, she will be forced to learn it the hard way in real life. That's why we discipline. It is out of love, not hate, not anger. We discipline out of love, because I need to make sure you have the self-control, the motivation, the discipline to succeed when I'm not around, when you get out in the real world.
Right.
That's why you do this. Discipline is the most important job of a parent of a black child. It's the most important job you have, because you got to teach them how to do what they don't want to do when it has to be done, because life is about doing things you don't always want to do.
Exactly. Exactly.
Tough love.
But I do see it. I do. I give her that. Maybe not enough. And maybe she does notice when I'm suffering, and it's like, oh yeah, mommy's gonna give it back to me anyways, or I could just go and ask again, and she'll give it to me again, you know.
Right.
But the deficiency is there, or the lack of attention in the classroom, and her not being able to finish her work or get things done how I know she can, because she's very, very smart.
Right.
She's 8 and she reads at the 5th grade level. My son is 11.
Well, she's
and
not
reads
ADHD. She's just gifted. Your daughter might need a gifted eval. I don't know if you're California. I don't know if California still has a giftedness law, but I'm pretty sure they still have talented, because giftedness is no longer a federal law. They took it out of special ed, so each state decides if they want to have gifted. So in Pennsylvania, we still have gifted. Maryland does not have gifted. So you got to find out, because if California,
there's a test,
yes,
that
you
they
take the
give
intelligence
every
test.
year. Yeah.
Well, she might be. So she may be an MG. She may already be a gifted kid.
But in that, there's a test that they give all students in LAUSD. But even in that, when she did take the test, she answered the questions in a way, it's like, oh, I can see why she said that. But it's not the answer they're looking for. It's, half of the answers, or to a quarter of the answers on the test, that is multiple choice. And they give her a choice of what she think this picture means, or what they're asking on the test. And she'll give some like off the wall answer.
Okay.
And she's like giggling about it, but it's like, oh, I can see, as a parent, I know how she thinks, and I'm like, I can see why she said that. But that's not what the instructors are looking for. They're like, no, that's not the answer, and they mark it wrong. So there's a lot of that with my daughter.
But it sounds like we're not certain if she was evaluated for MG though, right? Like, do we know if she was tested for the mental gifted program?
That's how they do it. That's how they do it in LA. All the children every year.
But every child doesn't get tested for gifted though. Giftedness is a special evaluation. Yeah. That's not every child. The gifted eval is different.
Maybe I might be thinking about.
You got to find that out. You have to find that out. Because a lot of the so-called ADHD are just supremely intelligent. They're just bored. Right. They get things quicker. That might be your daughter. For me, to call an intelligent child ADHD is a crime. Because what you're doing is you're demonizing their intelligence. Instead of addressing the intelligence, you're simply going to say, that something's wrong with this kid because they're so smart. Your child
I don't look at it like that.
No,
and that's
you don't.
Exactly
not
why,
you. The system.
Yeah,
the
right.
System.
The system, most definitely. And they would make it seem like, oh no, this is an imbalance in the brain or in the body. That
we
need to do something about it.
The only solution for ADHD is drugs. That's the only solution. So if you don't believe in drugs, you don't believe in ADHD.
And I don't.
They go together.
I don't.
It makes no sense to even entertain ADHD unless you plan on doping up your children. It's no need to even entertain it.
I will never put her on any medication. I will do whatever intervention I need, whatever counseling I need for as long as I need.
All she needed some good old-fashioned discipline from a soft mommy. That's all. I'm picking with you. But it's the truth. It's the truth, though. That's all. That's all she needs, Queen, is a little bit of tough love. A little bit of tough love.
Yeah. Right? Okay.
But listen, take.
I want to make sure I got your number, your information.
Yes. Take the number.
1 second. Let me me get. There we go.
Let me know when you're
What?
ready.
Right.
215
215
989 9858.
58. Okay, and this is a direct number or a
Direct
business?
number. That's the phone I'm on right now.
Oh, okay.
So you can text
All
message me on that, and then I'll lock you in.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right. Stay in touch, love. Stay in touch.
Thank you.
Discipline.
Thank you.
I
Thank
want
you.
you to get a calendar. Get a calendar. Hang it up. Every day she come from school. If she had a good day in school, she get a smiley face. Okay, but is that her calendar? That's your calendar. I'm talking about the discipline. Don't be showing me your calendar. She need a calendar for her.
Okay,
walk.
fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Every day she had a good day in school, she get a smiley face. She had a bad day in school, she get a sad face.
Okay.
Okay. If she get a sad face, she get a consequence that day. She eat her dinner, do her homework, she go to bed when the sun's still up. Suffocate her with boredom. Yes, yes. Suffocate her with boredom. If you cannot suffocate your child with boredom, you won't change her behavior. Stop being nice. That's the problem. You got to buckle down on your baby. Okay? And then if she does good, let's say she does 4 good days out of 5 in school, then on the weekend, there will be a reward. Y'all might go to the movies or watch a favorite movie. Y'all might cook together.
That anyways.
Then you got to find something she would love to do that y'all haven't done yet. Maybe an amusement park. Maybe there's always maybe a new museum. Never use money. Never use expensive gifts. Never use money. Never use expensive gifts. But just be creative. Things that y'all can do together as mommy and daughter outside the house. Those are the rewards. But the consequences are every day. Rewards at the end of the week. You're the problem, not her. You too soft.
Hey, no, we're not gonna do that.
You too soft. You are soft.
I'm a wonderful mommy, okay?
No.
We're not gonna.
You're a great mom.
I'm a great mommy. Fantastic.
I'm speaking purely of the discipline.
Okay, whatever. All right, fine.
You follow me? Buckle down. You listen. If you go hard on her for the next 6 weeks, for the next 6 weeks, you can eliminate the problem. It only takes 6 weeks, but you got to be dedicated and consistent. That's the problem with black mommies. Y'all not consistent. Y'all let the love get in the way of the discipline.
It's just me.
I know.
It's
and
just me. It's just me and my babies. I
you
can't.
Can do it. Oh. You can do it. I'm gonna coach you through it. I'm gonna coach you through it. All right. But remember.
All right. Thank you.
All right. We're gonna talk. All right, sweetheart.
Right. Enjoy your day.
Enjoy your day.
You too.
All right, baby.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I need my mommies to toughen up. Y'all wonderful mothers, wonderful parents, but y'all got to toughen up on that discipline. Okay? We got to toughen up on that discipline. Hartford, Connecticut, this coming Sunday, Malcolm X 94th birthday. Hartford, Connecticut, all children free, all elders free. Get your tickets online, DrUmarJohnson.com. Who want to tap in next? Connecticut, stand up. Seattle, Washington, stand up. Selma, Alabama.
Dr. Umar?
Peace and love, black man. How you doing?
Peace, man. My name is Keith. I'm from Los Angeles, California.
L.A. Back-to-back
yes,
L.A.
Sir.
What's going on with you, brother?
I'm doing well. I have a question pertaining trade schools for African children.
Sure.
And you said that at FDMG, you were going to implement a trade school program because I'm a certified welder.
Oh, powerful.
And I took your advice on going to trade school. And it worked out. It's great. I love it. I'm still getting in the field and getting my feet wet.
Yes,
but
sir.
I have a question. What are you planning to do with the trade schools, and how important is it for black men to learn trade skills besides going to college concerning their economic relevance?
Well, college isn't doing anything for black folks today. College is nothing but financial exploitation. Trade school provides you with the skills that pay the bills. So if it was up to me, every black man would go to trade school first. They can still go to college later, but trade school makes sure they can pay them bills. College doesn't guarantee that. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I'm choosing trade school every day of the week, twice on Sunday. As far as FDMG go, we're going to start in elementary school, but by the time we get to high school, we will have the trade programs accounted for. So the first year, God willing, we're going to do 3rd through 5th. Second year will be 2nd through 6th. Third year will be 1st through 7th. The 4th year will be K to 8. And then we'll flesh out the high school. So we're about 5 years away from the high school. But when we get there, I plan to build and ultimately have all of the major trades. We want the welding, the electric, the plumbing, the HVAC, the carpentry, the auto mechanic, the auto body. We want to have all that. The cosmetology, we want to have it all.
Okay. And one more question. You talked about the racist history of the unions.
Yes, sir.
And I see the racism, especially, no offense to these people, but the Latinos are trying to hold it down.
Yep.
And they're trying to take over it. They're trying to totally exclude blacks.
Yes, they are.
So what can we do to create our own unions? Because initially the unions are started off for white males to monopolize the trades and kick all the black people off the trade job. So it will only have us to resort to committing crimes. So what can we do to create our own trade programs so we can pit black men and black women to work?
Well, number one, black people need to start their own unions. And we already have some, but they're not unapologetically African enough. See, the Mexican unions are unapologetic about dominating the building trade. The white unions, the Irish, the Italians, they're unapologetic about dominating the building trades. The Chinese, they're unapologetic about dominating the building. Black people have a psychological hang-up where we feel it's wrong to look out for black people first. It's the sickest thing, but that's exactly how we are. We will look out for everybody but black people. We don't have a race-first mentality. We don't have a African family-first mentality. And that's why we suffer. So you might start the first black welders union to make sure we get, business for black males. We need our own unions. All unions are groups organized to guarantee employment for some and no employment for others. That's all they are. You're in the union, we're going to make sure you work. If you're not in the union, we're going to make sure you don't work. And so we need black unions to look out for black employees. And you might want to start that.
And I'm looking forward to starting that as well. I want to say thank you for your advice. I've been meaning to ask that for a while and see what your input was on. And now I know what I need to do moving forward. I know what I need to do, start the unions and get that information out there so we can employ ourselves economically. And not to start this here, but also in Africa, because I hear what's going on with the Chinese people. They're doing the exact same thing to Africans, exploiting them and just excluding them from the trade programs there, So we definitely need to start our own unions. I'm going to definitely put that, write that down and start working on it. But someone say thank you, Dr. Umar. Thank you for your just your overall drive for what you're trying to do for African people, because you really inspired me. I just want to say, brother, thank you.
Thank you, black man. Thank you. Stay in touch, brother.
Thank you.
All right now. Yes, indeed. It got to be African family first. We must become an African family first people. We're going to talk about that Sunday in Hartford, Connecticut. We're going to talk about that in 2 Sundays in Selma, Alabama. First time in Selma, first time in Hartford. Wednesday the 29th, Seattle, Washington, 5 to 9, City Hall. Black Seattle, stand up. The Prince is returning. Okay. Yes, we are brainwashed. That's why we got FDMG. If you're interested in taking the course, second course of Revolutionary Pan-African Nationalism, Ifatunde University, the second course will be on Black psychology, the war for the African mind. It is a 12-month class. We meet one Saturday every month. If you're interested in being in the next class on Black psychology, it is a 12-month class. We meet one Saturday every month. If you're interested, send me a one-page autobiographical letter of interest to Dr. Umar Johnson at yahoo.com. You want to work at the school, send your resume, FDMG resumes at gmail.com. I need web designers and flyer designers. If you are a web designer, a mobile app designer, or a flyer designer, web designer, mobile app designer, or flyer designer, text my phone, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. Yes, indeed, family. We're not going to worry about the death threats. We're not going to worry about the death threats. We're just going to keep on doing the work. That's all up to the Most High. That's all up to the Most High. The threats are up to the Most High. We're not going to worry about that. Mocha do more going once. Mocha do more going twice. Mocha do more going 3 times. Queen must be tied up. Let me see who else trying to tap in. Who else trying to tap in? Who else trying to tap in? I lost the tap in. Go ahead and tap in if you're trying to tap in. Asasia. Asasia going once. Asasia going twice. Asasia going 3 times.
Umar.
Where you at, Queen?
I'm on Germantown Ave.
So we in the same city, huh?
Oh, you're here. That's a
How
surprise.
you been? How you been, Queen?
Pretty good. How have you been? I just saw these death threats. What's that about?
I don't know. You know they love to hate me. You know how that go.
Oh my God. Like somebody from our community, you think?
I don't know. I think it's white folks. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you protected. You made it this far.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So you still delivering the babies, huh?
You already know.
Well, where you at on Germantown Avenue? Where you,
I'm right next to Uncle Bobby's. Like, we kind of have a hybrid space over there. It's 5443, so that's Germantown and Church. I'm just riding around right now.
5443. When I'm coming up Germantown Avenue from North Philly, you on the right-hand side or the left-hand side?
I'm on the right-hand side. I'm on the right-hand side across, like, near Germantown Friends School, directly across from there.
Directly across from Germantown Friends. Okay.
Like 1 block from Gaffney's Fabrics.
Yeah. So
Lane,
you
the
before
George
you
Washington
get to Shelton.
House.
So you before Shelton.
Yep, before you get to that part.
Okay, because I ain't been to Uncle Bobby's yet, but I know the area there. So all right. When you normally up in there?
I'm running errands today, but I mean, I'm just there by appointment really, every day.
Okay, appointment only. I got you. When your next event up in there?
Well, Uncle Bobby's does most of the events because, you know, we share that space. So the next one would be the Malcolm X Day Symposium next week.
Okay, I'll be in Hartford. Y'all doing it on this day, on Sunday?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to be in Hartford. You from Hartford, right?
You're going to be in my city, huh?
You from Hartford?
Yes, you already know.
Okay, this is my first time.
It's not much to do, but the Artist Collective is a great space.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I was there once before, but that was for an organization. They had a beautiful event, but this would be the first time I actually deal with the community up in Hartford. So I'm looking forward to that. You still on your Garvey or what you on these days?
You know I'm in the NOI. Stop playing with me. But if it wasn't for Garvey, there would be no NOI. So you know what it is.
Absolutely. So you
that's
still
the no-fly zone, right? Garvey.
So you still remember some of the teachers at the UNIA, huh?
Yes.
The good old days. I miss them days. We had some good times back then. The Marcus Garvey Action Committee, all the young Temple students.
That's where I met you, right? At the Garvey parade. So like, what was it, 2004 or something? Yeah.
2000 and, woo,
or 3, something.
It was like 3.
Yeah, it might have been
It's been a
3.
minute. It's been a minute. That's 16, 17 years. My God, we done got old together almost.
I
How the
know.
babies doing?
They're good. Actually, I wanted to ask you if you were still doing the Black College Tour. My son Chosen, who I know you remember,
Yes.
he just turned 17, and I'm trying to get
Oh,
him
man.
into Howard.
Oh man, he a grown man. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to do the college tour.
Probably busy with the
I
school
might do
stuff.
one in the fall. I'm thinking about doing one in the fall. When does he graduate?
He graduates next summer.
He graduates next summer. I'm thinking about doing one in the fall. So I'm going to keep you posted on that.
Okay.
I'm going to keep you posted on that. And even if I do it next summer, even though he would have just graduated, if he hadn't started college yet, he could still come.
Okay, dope. Do you know if it's a thing where students, like high school students, can apply to a college before graduation if they've already
Yes, they
taken?
can.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. That's what I was trying to tell him, like, because you already took the test.
Yeah,
Just go ahead.
especially if he got the grades. Especially if he got the grades. Because you can get a scholarship as a junior.
Okay. He struggled a little bit, but it's not because of his intelligence, because he's distracted, like most kids tend to be.
Exactly. Don't put him on no meds. We don't need another ADHD baby.
Oh, no. He's not like that. No, he's really bright. It's not like that. It's just like, a good-looking kid and girls and stuff like that.
I feel you. A good-looking kid and girl. He got his mama's appeal, huh?
Hey. Just kidding.
Oh, man.
I know you have people who really want to talk to you about all their stuff. We're in the same city, and you know my number, so I got your flyer.
Right. I'm going to come through. Shoot me a text. We'll do lunch or something to catch up. I got you.
Okay. All right.
Let me know what days work best for you, what times, and I'll treat
I'm
you.
always free and flexible. The baby's in our Atlanta, so I'm free.
Okay. Shoot me that text, and we're going to set it up.
Okay. All right.
All right,
Take
love.
care and be safe.
You
All
too
right.
now.
Peace.
All right. Sister Sasi, we go way back to the UNIA days here in Philly. She's one of the few people who knew me in the conscious community before I actually blew up and took over the conscious community. Shout out to her, to her family, to her king, to the whole movement. Shout out to the Nation of Islam in Philly as well, Temple 12. Shout out to them brothers. Mark Alexander going once. Mark Alexander going twice. Mark Alexander, cancel that out. All right. All right. Who else trying to tap in? Send them donations in, y'all. We need the donations. We need those donations. We gotta fix the school up, y'all. We gotta fix the school up. Somebody just tapped in and who is this? Radical Solar. Radical Solar tapped out. Bakari Fields going once. Bakari Fields going twice.
What's going on, Doc? How you
What
doing?
up, Bakari? What's good, bro?
How you doing?
I can't complain. How's everything?
I can't complain either. Not
Where you at in the world, bro? Where you at in the world?
Oakland.
Oaktown. Yo, I still need that venue, Bakari.
I got you, man. But I've been working on it. These churches.
I know.
Do you think your Oakland following is big enough for 600?
Is it big enough? My Oakland following is big enough. Bigger than 6. 6 is
Bigger
good.
than 6?
No, Oakland is strong. Oakland is a major Dr. Umar city, bro. Oakland My Oakland squad is just as strong as my LA squad. Like Oakland is a big place for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was wondering because we could have had it settled months ago in my church if it was smaller than that, but I'm working on it now.
What's your church? What's your church seat?
About 200.
Ah, that's small. Woo!
Yeah, it is. It's small. It's small. I found another one. They haven't got back to me yet though. In West Oakland, but I'm working on it though. You know.
Okay. Well, keep me posted, bro. We got to make it happen. What's going on out there today?
I had a question for you. What do you think on? Because in a few years, my cousin was talking to me, and he was saying that when he gets out of the Marines, he wants me to go to CHP with him. So I wanted your opinion on that.
To go where?
CHP, Highway Patrol, Police.
I'm not against it. I'm gonna tell you why. We need to infiltrate every institution in America that's negatively affecting our people. Okay. We got to be the spook by the door everywhere. So if I can get black FBI, black CIA, black Homeland Security, black state trooper, I want that. You know, some people, they're not military minded in their thinking. They're emotional and reactionary. I'm very strategic in mind. So I don't see nothing wrong with it, because by you becoming a trooper, you're going to get that information that you could bring back to the community. You know, you look at Geronimo Pratt, rest in peace, of the Black Panther Party. Had Geronimo not served in Vietnam, Geronimo would have never been able to teach the Panthers the science of protecting their buildings from the police bombings. So I'm a very big supporter of infiltrating white institutions for our benefit, bro. I'm a very big supporter in that.
Okay.
Just keep your mind. Keep your mind. That's the only thing. Keep your mind.
Right. I reposted your it's a video on Instagram of you talking about all white people are racist, and I reposted it on my Instagram. And you know, I didn't get no rebuttal from that. All white folks agreed.
Oh, get out of here! They did.
All of them agreed with it. Nobody argued with it.
They know it's the truth. We the only ones who don't know it's the truth. And see, when we say all white people are racist, we're not saying that they hate black people. We're simply saying that every white person is committed 100%, unapologetically, to the defense and protection of their privilege and their domination of resources and opportunities. That's all we're saying. They can sit down with you, like you, love you, have sex with you, have your babies, marry you, live next door to you, but that has nothing to do with their desire to dominate the resources and dominate the opportunities. The problem is most of our people have a very immature understanding of what racism is. It is very immature. It is very emotional. It is very archaic. They don't understand that racism is about business, and it is about the business of controlling options, opportunities, and resources. And once we graduate to a more thorough understanding of racism, only then will we be able to defeat racism. You can't defeat something if you don't know what it is. You can't get rid of the cold if you don't know what it is. You have to know it in order to overcome it. And that's why we struggle.
Right. This brother of mine was saying, I'm in this African American male leadership program in school, in college, and he was saying that he doesn't want an all black this. He says he wants white, he wants Latino, he wants this, he wants that. He does not want it.
He's an integrationist and a multiculturalist, which means he's no good to the struggle. The black integrationist is a serious internal threat to our security. The black multiculturalist is a significant threat to the internal security of the black freedom struggle. You know, we love them. They still are people. Some of them don't mean wrong. Many of them are operating on a Judaic, Christian, Islamic, religious indoctrination pattern that has affected their ability to interpret their political reality. That's a lot of this. It's the religious infiltration of the political mind. So they can't think outside of that Muslim box, that Hebrew box, that, you know, not the Hebrew box, so they pretty much race first, but with the Christian Islamic piece, you know, the religious indoctrination affects the political interpretation. See, I ain't got a problem with Muslims and Christians or none of that. I was raised Muslim and Christian. I don't have a problem with it. But when it starts infecting your ability to perceive your political reality accurately, that's when it becomes a problem. We can't keep religion in its place. We want to keep bringing religion over into the political sphere. Religion has no place in Black politics. We are too emotionally immature. We're too religiously immature to allow religion to influence our politics.
Right. Yeah. It's all good. And the last question, you ready for Ghana?
I'm ready for Ghana, bro. You going with?
I can't wait. I'm going. Yeah. Well, not with you guys, but a different group from school.
Okay, with a different group. Yes, sir. What's your dates over there? We're gonna be over there the 24th through the July 25th to August 4th. We're gonna be in Ghana. When you gonna be there?
We there July 23rd through the 7th.
Oh, so we're gonna cross over there because I'm probably
2 weeks. We're gonna be there.
Yeah. So we probably gonna see each other in that Panafest or whatever.
Emancipation
we gonna
Day,
cross
right?
paths, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
We gonna cross paths at the slave dungeons and all that. I gotta pick up some. See, I go to Africa every year to get my ancestral ashe. Because dealing with these coons, they wear me down spiritually. These coons will wear you down. So I got to go back and get some of that ancestral ashe and bring that back for the freedom struggle, bro.
Whoever
But, thanks for tapping in.
Okay. Yeah.
No. We're going to wrap soon, Bakar. Stay in touch with me, bro.
I got you.
All right, now. Be safe. If you want to go to Ghana with the Prince of Pan-Africanism, if you want to go to Ghana with the Prince of Pan-Africanism, July 25th to August the 4th, text me and I will send you Mother Sharifa's contact information so you can put your deposit in. Your deposit is $300. Your deposit is $300. You must pay off the tour before we leave. You still have time. The deadline to register for Dr. Umar's 6th annual Pan-African tour. We went in 2014. We went in 2015. We went in 2016. We went in 2017. We went in 2018. And now this is 2019. This is number 6. If you want to go with Dr. Umar to Ghana for the 6th Pan-African tour, quadricentennial, 400 years, the year of return, text me and I will send you the info. Call Mother Sharifa. And it's time to get on the Black Star Line, baby. We going back to Ghana, picking up those ancestors, baby. Who going with me to Ghana? 11 nights, 12 days with the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Elmina Slave Dungeon, Cape Coast Castle, African Naming Ceremony, Print Paint Museum, the African Food, African Clothes, the Dinkra Factory, Kente Cloth Factory. For those who know that they are African, get with me. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. Let's see who's tapping in. Dawn, where you at? Going once? Dawn going twice? What up, Dawn? How you doing there, sister?
Hi, I'm doing well.
Where you at in the world, Queen? Where you at in the world?
I'm in Philly. I'm from Philly.
Oh, you're from Philly as well?
Yeah, Philly,
okay.
Philly.
What part of Philly?
Southwest.
Southwest Philly.
Yeah.
All right.
I was just saying, you used to work with my sister back in the day. With
What's
like
her
a
name?
Still.
What's her name?
Sorry. Marina.
What school? We was at a school together?
Probably.
Mental health?
She used to work at like Youth Bill. It's like probably early 2000s.
Oh yeah, I gotta know her. I gotta know. She was at Youth Bill. I gotta know her.
You know her.
Yeah, I did a lot of stuff over at Youth Bill. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna be speaking in Philly on June 30th.
30th. That's
So
what I had
gotta
a question
come on
about.
At the Garden of Prayer at 29th and right off of 29th and Ridge.
29th and Ridge. Are kids available? Are
yes,
kids
children
able
are
to
free.
show up?
Bring the children. All the children are free.
All right, because is this going to be about the spectrum? This is what I was
It's
trying
gonna
to
be about all that. We dealing
Okay.
with the whole school to prison. We dealing with special ed. We dealing with the learning disability. But let me also tell you this though. In Wilmington, Delaware, which you know is only 30 minutes from
It's not
Philly.
far. It's not far. My mom.
Yeah, I'm doing the National Independent Black Parent Association training
Give us some.
in Wilmington on
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday, June 8th and 9th.
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday, June 8th and 9th, Wilmington, Delaware. If you really, really, really want to master this whole miseducation thing and how to deal with the schools,
Yeah.
you want to come to Wilmington. You still want to come to the Philly lecture on the 30th.
Yeah.
But
Wilmington
Wilmington
is sooner.
yes, in Wilmington, we really going to get into the details. I'm giving out paperwork.
Okay.
We going through IEPs. We going through psychological evaluations. Like I'm putting stuff in this training that I didn't even put in the earlier parent association training. So
Okay.
think about coming to Wilmington. Think about the Wilmington.
Okay, definitely. I have twin boys that just turned 8 that are on the spectrum.
Okay.
So I'm more on the health side of things, trying to change like the symptoms and the things that they go through, like, you know, giving them starting CMOS diets and things of that nature, to just so, you know, we can see some different results as far as, you know, because they're very brilliant. They do their work, but the attention, when it comes to attention, you know, is one of those things.
I got you. Or are they in special ed currently?
Yeah, they both have an IEP.
Okay, make sure.
Say hi.
Hey, little brothers. Hey, little brothers. But you know, because you said they're brilliant, you want to make sure you limit the amount of time they're in special ed.
Okay, well, they get regular ed. They go to general ed once a day.
But wait, stop right there. You just said once a day. If they're going to general ed once a day, that means they're full-time special ed.
They are.
If they don't have a problem learning, they should not be full-time special ed. They should not be full-time. If you're telling me they can learn in a regular class as well as the other kids, they should be in the regular class. They might go to special ed once a day.
Yeah.
You follow me? So we might got to switch that around because we don't want that school to prison pipeline popping off.
Yeah,
I think you got to switch that around.
A lot of it, well, see, when they get in the general ed class, I don't know if it's too many students or if
they get overwhelmed.
They get overwhelmed.
So then let me ask you this.
They kind of shut down more so, but it's not that they don't do the work. It's not Amari.
Right. So then let me ask you this. If it were me, I would wonder if they sat at the front of the class, how would they do? And if it was me, I would wonder if they had a one-to-one aid, how would they do?
Yeah.
You follow? Because maybe they just need to sit at the front and maybe they need a one-to-one aid. The point is, you want to reduce special ed as much as possible because the longer they're in there, the less they're in the regular class getting the regular learning. So you got to watch that. Yeah. Only going to the regular class once a day, that bothers me. I think you're being over special educated.
Okay.
Take my number. You got a pen?
2 seconds. Let me grab one. Yes. All set. I'm gonna get your fruit salad. 1 second.
You ready? 215.
Okay.
989.
98.
58.
All right.
Shoot me a text on Monday. I'm gonna give you a ring. You might gotta fax me their paperwork. I want to see it because I think they're in there too long. I don't like them only going to regular at one class. Yeah. Not if they have normal intelligence. Nah.
And the thing is that they do, and I feel like a lot of it is that they're when they get into their class, like, you know, they come home and talk about what, you know, other kids that are being, you know, that might be more aggressive or, you know, that aren't really doing work, that might just be disruptive or be more behavioral, have more behavioral issues.
Right.
So I've been in their classroom. It's only 8 students, and it was about 4 of them that are really more high functioning, which were 2 of mine and one of their friends who got moved to the other building because age difference. So like they're going to the 3rd grade next year, and they'll be they'll be 8 years old, but they'll be in a classroom between 8 and 12-year-olds.
Here's the question. Do you feel that that's appropriate for your son?
No, not at all.
Because if you don't, remember, the first law of special ed is that the program must be appropriate for the child. And if those children are in a classroom with kids who are much older or much lower, much older or much lower, they should not be in there. It's not appropriate, and that's a violation of the special ed law.
Yeah.
So
and I think in Philadelphia, I mean, it's just really not enough. We don't have enough teachers. Like, you know, special ed is really bad. Like when it